Chapter 11, The Fallout Invasion. The fragile peace fractured over the contaminated ruins of Europe, where the land itself was a weapon. The Western vanguard held the toxic perimeters, turning the poisoned dead zones into impenetrable fortresses of atomic mass. The Blackout hit without warning, a hostile interference wave designed to blind the Western nuclear eyes before the hammer fell. Underground surge. The Eastern Qianhuahao bypassed the defensive lines, launching an invasion from beneath the radioactive Earth. The trenches were breached from within. Binh đoàn thiết giáp chì càn quét các đại lộ, weaponizing pollution to choke the Western positions.
Atomic fire clashed with chemical shields. The dead zone became a brutal crucible as two modern titans traded absolute fury.
To systematically erase the Western presence, the East deployed its ultimate heavy relic, the Cleanser-Pharaoh.
Overload the core. Let them see the full, unyielding weight of the split atom. Direct hit. The atomic flash vaporized the eastern front line in a single blinding second. The atomic vanguard has triggered their final deterrent. Activate Protocol Fallout Vortex. Poison the upper atmosphere.
Payload was launched. A toxic network designed to isolate the Western continent under a permanent cloud of pollution.
The heavens wept suit.
A cold peace maintained by absolute fear. Both empires had built their dominance on mass destruction, unaware of the shadow moving beneath them. But history never truly dies. In the darkest corners of the continent, the blueprints of the old electrical resistance were being rewired. An age where current would reclaim the sky. A hidden network, waiting for the atomic gods to bleed.
They built their world on atoms and chemicals. But they forgot that under enough current,
the war for global supremacy reaches its boiling point. Choose your alliance in the comments below.
The infiltration was absolute. The eastern chemical mist had penetrated the deepest foundations of the Western grid. No one was prepared for an underground naval assault. The defensive perimeters were useless against an enemy that moved through the Earth. One by one, the main energy nodes failed. The atomic mass that fueled the West was being systematically suffocated by an empire of soot. Through the darkness marched the cleansers, heavily shielded soldiers immune to the fallout, carrying the primal fury of combustion. The machinery could not breathe. Without clean air to cool the processors, the automated defense network became nothing but cold iron corpses.
The defensive line was suffocating. The atomic vanguard was fighting against a wall of pure pollution.
The magnetic shielding is collapsing. The radiation is backlashing into our own underground barracks.
The archway is breached. The old regime's brutal machines closed in on the heart of the nuclear revolution.
They think they can choke the atom. But they forgot that mass doesn't just exist in reactors. It exists in our will to resist.
If the sky belongs to the pollution, then the atom will take the Earth.
Ground mass energy. 1 million rads of raw current released directly through the bedrock, frying the entire eastern front line in a single instant.
The tanks exploded from within. The ground itself became the ultimate executioner of the eastern invasion.
The underground counterstrike completely paralyzed the eastern leadership. The fallout wave had failed to secure the split atom.
When the sun broke through the soot, the outpost had survived. The land was scarred, but the nuclear vanguard remained unbroken. But as the front celebrated, a deeper conflict was being manufactured in the West. A rogue scientist faction with blueprints for total faction that did not want to share the grid. They wanted to control it. The Fallout invasion was over, but the war for the skies had just begun. The first chapter of the Electric Revolution ends, and the race for supersonic dominance accelerates into the clouds. Will the network of peace survive the incoming shadow from the skies, or will the Earth burn in a war of electric gods?
The age of atoms reaches its boiling point.
Deep within the closed cities of the desert mountains, The rogue scientists built a weapon that could cross continents without ever refueling. Core powered by liquid mercury rectifiers, capable of generating an electromagnetic field that can deflect any conventional projectile. Commander Vane looked upon his creation not just as a weapon of defense, but as the tool that would force the world to bow to the new order. Hangar doors opened to the freezing night. The final sequence for global deployment was initiated.